When it comes to farming Obsidian Flux, it's going to depend somewhat on your current situation. This is farmed from supply chests, or anything with the word supply on it. There's caches and stockpiles and all sorts of other things. But either way, we are basically looking for containers that say supply on. If you're mega endgame, you can obviously be doing things like chest runs. These aren't as farmable because they're once per day as what I'm going to be talking about in this video. And this will also apply to people that are a little bit below the level cap and aren't exactly running around in big gear. So there are a few things that we're looking for when it comes to having a good spot for this, and that is that we have a fast travel point that is close to a settlement of some kind that has a lot of these such chests in. Now you can see me at a very good one right here. I'm actually going to do this as a little bit of a route with you guys once I've kind of identified a couple of other spots that you guys can use as well. If you are not quite ready for the Great Cleave, because obviously 41 to 50, 41 to 46, if you go just to the outside of the main town of the Restless Shores, this town right here, East Shore Pier, is also very good. And in fact, because it takes an hour for these to reset, you might do what I'm doing right now, then go over there, clear that one. And then for the final place, I'm going to recommend the Weaver's Fen. Although this isn't level early, I suppose if you are lower level than Restless Shore, come to the Weaver's Fen. We've got this Perryville Shrine right here. Follow the road down, and this upper area right here is also quite dense with supply chests. If you guys want to see me do like a little run, but you basically want to come to the right hand side like this, clear this little outer bit right here, and then come in for the Cathedral. This obviously ends you closer to the fast travel point, and that's going to allow you to exit and move on to whichever of the other spots that I've said you guys might like. If you're even lower level than that, we've got two more good spots that you can use. In Monarch's Bluff, you can basically do a run from this shrine right here, which I haven't done on this character specifically, but you can start at this fast travel, work your way down to this bit right here, and this is all going to be full of it, and you're going to get them kind of across this little shore part right here. And you can also get a good amount just kind of spread around the Dust Meadow area. In fact, you can pretty much come to this fast travel point, head up to the north, and then kind of swing around the top end of the farm. There are more on the bottom end, but there's only like 3. So you can come across the top end of the farm, hit the river, or cross the river, should I say, but you kind of want to, when you're going across it, hit the Daybreak Burrow, and as you can see right here, you have another fast travel point, which allows you to then repeat that, and you can put that into your rotation as well, if you wish to. Might take me a second to defeat enemies. I'm leveling up a new weapon. I'm just trying to get this character to have several options as we're going through the game. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start this as a bit of a route now, so we're going to start heading to the south, into the area that we want to be farming our supply caches. First one is going to be on our right-hand side, just on the other side of the wall as we're walking in. Now, it's important to note that not every single one is going to drop you the resource that you need. These will actually drop all of the different refinement reagents that we need. So this is going to stock you up pretty good. And you can obviously sell the ones that you don't want, or maybe you're not using right now, to get a good return on the time that you're putting into this. And of course, because there's an hour reset time on these, I am going to recommend that as you're going around, if there's something else that you might need in the future, such as death motes, go ahead and grab those as you are grinding. So when it comes to this little graveyard that we're in right now, I'm going to recommend that we do like a kind of clockwise sweep of this. So from where I am right now, we're going to turn left. We should get a couple more in the middle. As you can see, we have one just against the wall right here. Bring the map up just for good measure. And we can pretty much continue straight ahead, where we'll find another one just on the other side of this cluster of gravestones here. And then we kind of want to head to the corner of the graveyard. Should be one over behind here. And then out to the outbuilding we can see just in the forest a little bit further out. The beauty of this as well is it doesn't matter how many people are farming these, because the crates, the loot in them is kind of instanced. So if somebody else happens to be in the area, this can't be messed up for you, unlike a lot of other farming methods that you might have in the game. Once that's done, we want to head back towards the graveyard. We're just going to come across this lower wall here so that we can head back towards the road. Just so you guys can see it on the map. It's right next to me right here. And then follow the wall back along to get the last one just in this little corner right here. We're of course going to be continuing deeper into the town as well. If you want to keep this kind of effective, I recommend doing one side and then the other. So I'm going to loot my way down this side of the road right here, get into the cathedral and the church, come on back up, and then start looting the other side as we come back out. We're going to stick to the right hand side of the road as we're coming in, and we'll have the first one right in the house. Skip the next building unless you want to get into a fight, but we are going to go into this one. We'll find another chest in the corner. After going up the stairs, obviously. After getting the one at the top of the building, so we've gotten 2 out of this building now. head on back out so that we can move on to the next building along, where we'll find the next chest in the corner after going up the stairs, so that we can move along to the next cabin. We have another one in the corner. And then into the little shed for the next one. And then we'll go directly to the left, where we have this building behind all of the trees. Gets us another. Skip this one in the middle. We're going to go into the next one along. And then head up the stairs for another one. I think this one might be an alchemy or a provisions one in the other corner. We're not going to say no to extra. We're going to come on down the side of the next building. Then up the stairs. Inside for the crate. Down the stairs into the ruined building. Which leads us to the Cathedral for the next lot. Start with the graveyard. And clear our way through. And make sure we don't forget the one behind the wall over here. With the graveyard cleared, we can start heading into the Cathedral. Or church, as it were. Deal with the enemies so that we can loot the chests. Head through to the other side so that we can get the last chest in the church. Oh man, I'm getting nailed. Just to the right of the stairs right here. With that done, time for us to start heading north. But obviously we're going to stay on the right-hand side of the road. And indeed, on the right-hand side of this little rocky outcropping here, because we've dealt with everything on the left-hand side from our perspective. I'm going to skip this building on the left. Want to come into this one. And then inside, should find another crate. And then we're going to be jumping off for the one just across there. Inside for another one. I'm going to decide not to miss this bug, so I'm going to grab it now. And then we'll go for the chest inside the burnt building. With that done, want to continue north into the building with the thatched roof. Or provisions stockpile. And then we'll pass on through so we can get into the next building. And loot the cache on the right-hand side. Pass through the building. Then we're going to loop around for the stairs. We've got another one just above us. Or where we were, I guess, at this point. I'll grab that. Next building is we're going to start with this one on the left. So you just see it on the map here. It's this most westerly one. Under the stairs. There's nothing we want upstairs, so we're going to head on out. Skip this first building, come into this next one. And then into the building on the end. Up the stairs. And then loot this one on the right hand side. Through the other side of the building. And then we want to come all the way back to where the original road was, where we first entered, for this building, which is going to be the last chest for this village. Should be in just as you enter. And that clears this one out. So, of course, if you guys want to see the other areas have a run done for them, I'm probably going to name them after a different resource. That way, I can do a video that is actually a little bit different and do one for each of the resources. So it's pretty good for me. Google one of the other names of the items we can farm from these chests, and you'll probably be able to find it.